my darling. It's great to see you again, and thanks for joining me for today's video. I forgot to turn the light on. Okay, so today I'm just going to be doing some work on the van. Isn't it funny how things don't go according to plan? Well, they don't for me anyway. And I was hoping to be able to spend more time in the van by now. And my plan was that when autumn comes, when the cool weather comes, is to spend more time in my van, because I just need to relax, and have some time where I can just relax and just have space where I can just be, because this summer has been really stressful for me because I ended up getting stuck in my apartment because of the heat. Well, it was my fault because I didn't think about summer, did I? And so therefore I didn't prepare for summer by getting the air conditioner in my van fixed and by investing in a good portable air conditioner that I can use both in the van as well as in my apartment. And so therefore, when summer came, I found myself stuck in the heat. So I had to stay in my apartment, and because I didn't have the money to get the air conditioner, I just had to, cope the best that I could. And so that awful trauma feeling came back, which because I couldn't get out of my apartment, it became worse and worse, and it was just a real struggle for me. It just felt like when I was married, putting up with the domestic violence again, and it was just horrible, And I couldn't even spend time in the van in the backyard because it was just too hot, And so for that reason, I was really looking forward to enjoying the cooler weather and spending time in the van when autumn came. And the thing is, I don't know if it's got anything to do with climate change or not, but we're now 10 days into autumn and it still feels as hot as when it was in summer. I mean, it's nice and cool in the mornings and in the evenings, but by the time lunchtime comes and the afternoons, oh my God, they're really hot again, and it's starting to get warm in the van now. So I'm quite disappointed about that, but what can I do? I'm just going to have to wait until the cool weather comes, don't I? Which I'm hoping is going to be by the end of the month, I hope. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It really is, because it's just so hot. And because of the heat, the glue that I used to hold up the curtains and decor and stuff, that ended up melting. And so all of those things fell down. I ended up fixing up the curtain along here. And I'm thinking, I hope I don't have to double handle again. I hope it doesn't melt again and I have to fix it up all over again. And I thought, no, I'll be okay because autumn's coming. And I couldn't believe how wrong I was. So it's still quite hot. And look what's happened. the curtain has ended up falling down again. So now I've got to like fix all this back up again. So now I've ended up having to double handle, and now I'm just thinking whether I should wait until the cool weather actually does come before I fix it up again. Because I just don't want to have to double handle all over again, and fix up the curtains and stuff, and then have oh my God, I can't believe it, have the glue melt all over again and have to fix it up all over again. Oh my God, this has been one of the worst summers that we have had in a really long time. I mean, I should have realised, but because our summers are always brutally hot here in Australia. But no, stupid me, I did not even think about summer, did I? I did not even think about the heat, so it was my fault in a way. So what I've learned from this is to make sure that I've got the rest of the year to fix up everything in the van that I need to get fixed. So when next summer comes back, I'm definitely not going through this again. When next summer comes, I'm going to have the air conditioner in my van fixed. I'm going to have a maxi fan installed in the roof of my van, and I'm going to have a good portable air conditioner that I can use in both the van as well as my apartment, because there's no way I am going to get stuck in my apartment again where I have to tolerate that awful trauma feeling, which I call the spider feeling, because I mean, it's because of the post-traumatic stress disorder, because the domestic violence happened in an apartment. So therefore, my brain thinks, I'm not safe in my apartment. And that's why I still feel like as if I'm on high alert and I can't relax, and my anxiety levels just skyrocket, But when I'm in my van, I can feel relaxed. I can feel like I can breathe again, have space just to be. Because the domestic violence never happened in a van. So therefore, when I'm in my van, my brain thinks I'm in a safe place. So therefore I can start to relax and feel normal again, which is good. And to be honest with you, I wish that I could feel that way in my apartment like I do in my van, but it just doesn't happen. It never happens. So this is why I'm looking forward to spending less time in my apartment and more time in my van. So the only obstacle I have at the moment is the weather, because it's still quite hot. I mean, it would be okay, if I had an air conditioner, but I don't, do I? And I don't have the money to get one yet, do I? So all I can do is just rely on the cool weather when that comes. I mean, I can feel the change already since autumn has arrived, because it's a lot cooler in the mornings as well as in the evenings. It's really nice. But during the daytime, oh my God, it just feels so hot, like as if we were still in summer. So we're already 10 days into autumn. So I'm hoping I don't know. I really don't know when. I'm hoping sooner than later. But I'm assuming by the end of the month, which hopefully we'll see a difference by the end of the week, but I don't know if that's going to happen yet or not. But, excuse me, I don't know. I mean, I can see the difference because I remember when I was a kid, back in the late 70s and early 80s, you know, as soon as the seasons changed, the weather changed with the seasons. As soon as the first day of autumn came, the weather was nice and cool. Not like how it is now. 10 days after autumn comes and it's still boiling hot. But what I do know is that the cool weather is definitely going to come sooner or later, hopefully sooner than later. So I thought I'll fix up the van in the meantime and do the things that I want to do. I mean, most of the things that I just want to do is just cosmetic anyway. But it's important to me that my van looks and feels homey, I mean, I know that's not important and you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but it's important to me. Some people think it's not important while others do, It just depends on your preference because when you're doing up your van, the only person that you need to impress is yourself, isn't it? So, I mean, I still need to fix up the ornament and knick-knack shelf, so I don't know how much I'll get done today, but we'll see how much we can. So I'm just going to do whatever I can do, and whatever I don't do, I'll just finish another day. And what happened is because of the heat, and last time when I was working on the van, and I was using my hot glue gun, because what happened is that my original hot glue gun ended up dying, and I don't know why it stopped working, but I think it's because it was an old hot glue gun, because I've had it for many years. So I went to Spotlight and I got another hot glue gun, which is good, and it was working fine. But because of the heat, what happened is that my power station ended up overheating. So therefore it wouldn't work, and therefore I couldn't use my hot glue gun. And I thought, okay, so what am I going to do? So what I've done is I've bought this hot glue gun from Temu, and it's also pink. So now I've got two pink hot glue guns. Woohoo! Pink, 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 pink. Pink, pink. Zap, 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 zap. So funny. But the difference with this hot glue gun is that this is a USB hot glue gun. So, I've never used a USB hot glue gun before. The reviews said it's very good, so I'm just relying on the reviews. So we're going to be using this USB hot glue gun today. And hopefully this will solve the problem. Okay, so where is my glue? I'll put you on pause. Okay, so the glue that I'm using to hang up my decor and curtains and stuff is two glues together. B700 I buy from Temu, as well as the hot glue gun. So hopefully this is going to work. So I'm going to turn on the hot glue gun, warm that up, and then we will get started. So hopefully, I don't know, like I said, I'll just get as much done on the van that I can do today, finish it another day, and then just wait until the cool weather comes, because it's so hot to stay in the van. I mean, I can't put Callie in the van. I mean, no one is going to let their fur baby stay in a hot van, and neither am I. So all I can do is just, like I said, do as much work as I can on the van. And just fingers crossed, hopefully that the cool weather will arrive soon. Okay, ooh, I forgot to put the microphone back on. Okay, so let me turn you around. So I'll fix this up here now. It looks so much better. So hopefully that will fix this up. Hopefully that will fix up. And I tell you what, this is the best hot glue gun that I've ever used. I'm telling you now, the USB hot glue gun, oh my god. This is better than this USB glue gun is way, way better than the normal hot glue gun that plugs into the wall. Oh my god, I absolutely recommend these USB hot glue guns. Oh my god. Okay, so what I've done is, where are they? I've got these little things. And these are great for hanging things from the roof. Give you a look like, for example, hang on, let me take this in. Like, for example, and over here, you know, like this one here. So how we've got things hanging down. And I've glued that up there too. You know, like how you can hang things up like that. Because it's a really good idea to hang those things up, because because you can hang things like crystals and ornaments and artificial flowers from the ceiling. Okay, it's starting to get quite hot in here again. I'm not going to use the microphone. Okay, so what I've done now is I've put some pink coloured scrunchies around the glue stick with some crystals, and a sticker on the glove box. So I'll show you what I've done. If you can see from here how I've done the glue stick over there with the crystals. Now they're crystal bracelets, and I'll put the sticker over there on the glove box. Okay. Okay, so at the moment I'm working on putting some more flowers up around here. so I can create a border around here. And okay, oh, I know what else I want to do. Oh, and just before I do, isn't this a cute little lamp? And what happened is that the lid came off, so I just used the glue to glue it back on. So I just used the B700 glue with the hot glue to glue that back on. So now I've got that back on. Okay. Okay, so the next thing that I've done is I've fixed up the, what are they called, dream catchers. So I'll fix this one up again. So this is just like how it was before. And the light, as well as this one too. And along here we've got some amethyst earrings. They're just for decoration. I love using jewellery as decor in my van. So I've got the crystal bracelets around the gear stick, and I've got earrings along here, and I've got a silver necklace over here. And I tell you what, crystals and jewellery, oh my God, they make your van look so much more prettier and so much more glamorous. And I fixed up the flowers again because they fell down the back of the fridge and I had to pull everything out. But, I mean, I'm getting there slowly. I mean, slowly is better than not doing nothing at all, isn't it? I mean, I know I'll get there eventually, and I mean, all the things I'm doing at the moment is just really decor to make, and cosmetic, to make the van look and feel more homier. Like I said earlier, that's not important, but it's important to me. And the other main thing that I'm doing is storage. I'm putting up more storage. And then, as soon as the cool weather comes, which, oh my God, please, Lord, please let the cool weather come permanently soon. Very soon, I hope. Then I'm just going to take off. Like I said, I don't know where. Still got to fix up this feather. I'm thinking about cutting this feather off here because it's too long. But I'll see what happens. And I noticed that the chain is broken off the chandelier, so I need to find that. If not, it doesn't matter because I've got another chain that I can use, but that's my little chandelier. Well, one of them that was hanging up there until it broke, so I need to fix that up too. So in the meantime, that can sit over there where it can't fall down. But I'm getting there slowly. Where are the scissors? But, if I can open them up, they're stuck together from the glue. So I think this is going to be better. You just cut off and just use these ones up here. Or maybe we'll just stick you up there like so. Maybe that's better. What do you think? Can you see that? I'll bring you out the way so you can get a better look. What do you think? Does that look better? Well, I think it looks better because it's just this feather, it's just too long. You know, so we're getting there slowly, but at least I'm getting there. I'm happy with what I've done so far, but I've still got a lot to do, but we'll get there. But as soon as the cool weather comes, I'm just going to put Kelly in the van with me, the stuff that I need, like clothes. Get out. Where's my thing? I've got a fly in here. Luckily, I've got my tennis racket, so we'll turn it on. You can tell when it turns on because the light comes on. When it comes back up, I'm going to zap it. Zap, 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 zap. This is another grade. Here it goes. Every time I see the racket, they fly out the van like as if they know. But this is another great thing that I've bought for my van. Make sure when you're using it, make sure you don't touch the wire while you're using it, or else you're going to get an electric shock. I did that once. I didn't mean to touch it. I accidentally touched it and I'm like, oh my God. This feels like an electric fence. They really do, but they're a great addition to have in your van. You know, because in my van, I can't use fly spray or stuff like that because of Kelly. You know, so having the electric tennis racket is a great way and a great alternative to getting rid of insects and flies and mosquitoes in the van. But I also don't have to worry about the chemicals harming Kelly. You see what I mean? Oh my God. It's getting too hot in the van now. So what I've done is I finished doing the border around here. As you can see. Around here. I fixed up the lights around there too. Okay, I'm going to have to finish this another day because it's just getting too hot in the van. I can't believe it. We're in 10 days into autumn, and it's still really, really hot, just like it was in summer. I just can't believe it. I was expecting the cool weather to come when autumn came, but no, that doesn't happen. Oh my God. There's always something, and I mean always something going wrong with van life, whether it's the weather, your van breaking down, running out of gas or water or whatever. And I'm really sick and tired of this hate. I really am. So what I've decided to do is simple. I'm just going to wait until the cool weather permanently comes, and then I'm just going to put Kelly in the van. We're just going to go. I don't know where I'm going to go. That doesn't matter as long as I go somewhere, because all that matters is being in the van so I can feel normal again, so I can feel safe and happy. Because being in the van, that's the only thing that works for me. Because as soon as I go back into my apartment, it's not long before that feeling, that trauma feeling comes back. You know, where you feel like as if there's someone watching you. You know, you feel like as if you don't feel safe. And your heart rate races really quickly. And you start to sweat. And, I mean, that feeling is so overwhelming and so strong. And the only way I can fix it is a change of scenery. And the only change of scenery I have is in the van. So, oh look, I just can't believe it. But I'm not surprised. Like I said, whether this has got to do with climate change or not, I don't know, but hopefully the cool change will be here by the end of the week or by the end of the month. I know it's definitely going to come sooner or later, hopefully sooner than later, but I don't know. All I know at the moment is that time will tell. So yeah, so that's what I've decided to do. Because I'm sick and tired of double handling all the time in the van, trying to fix this and that. And when the head just makes the glue melt again, you know. So I thought it's best for me just to wait until the cool change permanently comes, whether it's at the end of the month or at the end of next week or whenever. And that reminds me, speaking of the cool weather, another thing that I'm looking forward to this winter is visiting the snow. Woohoo! I really hope to visit the snow. I would love to camp in my van in the snow because I've never been to the snow before. I don't know whereabouts I'm going to find snow here in Australia, but I'll just Google it and see what happens. So that's another adventure that I'm looking forward to this winter. So yeah, okay, so this video's been going for half an hour now. So just quickly to show before I go what I've done is I finally fixed up this curtain again. The third time I fixed up this curtain. And the dream catchers, we've fixed up the dream catchers, I fixed them up. I fixed all that up again. And I've put up you know, like these things here. can hang things from the roof, you know, like crystals and that. So I've got some string here. So I thought I'll use the string for the crystals for the chandelier. And turn that around like that. I don't know if you can see me there or not, but I'll just tie this up. Hopefully that will work. See what I mean? So I've just glued that up on there using B700 together with the hot glue. And then we'll just use the string to attach the crystal or the chandelier. But it's great to have, you know, crystals and chandeliers hanging from your roof. Dream catchers, dream catchers, sun catchers, you know, all different colours. I love colour. That's why I want my van to have lots of colours. But I'm also fussy when it comes to colour. Like, I'll have things in my van I like to have like blues, purples and pinks, you know, with white as well. Because white creates an illusion that a place looks bigger. And there are some colours I won't put in my van, like for example red. I hate the colour red because every time I see the colour red or think of the colour red, it reminds me of when I was married. So there are certain colours that I deliberately avoid, like the colour red. Okay, so I'm going to have to finish the van another day when the weather cools down, but that's okay. Even if I have to finish doing the van on the road, I don't mind. Because now that I've got this USB glue gun, which is way better, oh my God, this is one of the best gadgets I've ever bought. That means now I can fix things up in the van while Kelly's in the van, because I can't do that using the other glue gun that plugs into the power station because that gets really hot. And, you know, and Kelly could get burned, you know. So therefore, when I do things in the van, fixing up things in the van with Kelly in it, I've got to take those things into consideration because I've got to think about Kelly too, because I don't want her getting hurt or anything like that. So I'll just see what happens. Whatever happens, happens. But what my plan is, and all that I know at the moment is that time will tell, is that as soon as the cool weather comes, whether it's next week or at the end of the month or whenever, as soon as the permanent weather comes, cool weather comes, that's it, I'm off. Like I said, I don't know where I'm going. That doesn't matter really. What matters is that as long as I spend time in my van. And with Kelly too, so yeah. Because, like I said, I just need to be able to feel relaxed. I need to rest. I need to just be and chill out, you know. And if I can't do that in my apartment, well, I'm going to do it wherever I can, can't I? And that's in the van. So that's why I'm doing this for me. So yeah, so if I have to finish doing the van when I'm in the road, then so be it. Well, I mean, at least that will give me something to do while I'm on the road, won't it? So there's a thought. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here. So thanks for joining me for today's video. I can't believe how hot it's getting in the van now. Oh my god. I've got the fan going, but I have to turn the fan off every time I turn the phone on to make the video. I've got to turn that off because I don't want any background noise in the background. Okay, so please subscribe to my channel to support me. And don't forget to give my videos a thumbs up. And I will see you, darling, in my next video. So until then, please take care. And of course, drive safely. Bye-bye, darling.